Hey, what's up, first folks? So first off, let me give a disclaimer. None of my stuff is scripted, so I may mess up, and there'll be no full frontal nudity on my channel. I almost started recording this video without a shirt on, and then I was like, wait a minute, my reflection can be seen in the screen. So anyway, let's talk about this. So I got a couple of things to put out. Last night, I ended up watching the movie The Explorers. If you have not seen the movie, please watch the movie. I thought it was an excellent movie. It still stands the test of time. It's one of my favorite movies, and there is rumor that the film is going to be remade. But what I do not like about remakes is that in the current times, we start putting current, social dramas and all the different stuff that's going on now. And I'm like, oh no, please don't do it. I really enjoy going back to a better time. And also, folks, I've been going back and watching like a lot of older movies or looking at a lot of older interviews. And I'm just like, man, women used to be super beautiful back then, just naturally beautiful. We're in an age now where everyone's doing all this liposuction and lip filler and all this different stuff. But I appreciate looking back at the movies when these women were naturally beautiful. One of the women that I was looking at her interview with is Carolyn Monroe. I was looking at her and I was just like, dang. I didn't even realize how many movies she had been in and all this different stuff. And then she was like at a recent convention. I was like, man, I really would like to talk to her. But anyway, so let's talk about this. So I watched The Explorers on my Kindle Fire. I've got the app installed called Canopy. Now, everybody, if you're looking to actually save money, I would say this. For a month or whatever, or however long you want to do it, cut all your streaming services and go down to the bare bones services, maybe, Prime Video, and check out all the different like Tubi, and definitely check out Canopy. I've really been impressed with Canopy because I was trying to watch the ABCs of Death on Shudder, and no, it wasn't on Shudder. It was on something that I didn't have a subscription to, and I clicked on the ABCs of Death 2.5, and I was like, oh, I cannot watch it, but it is free on Canopy. You just got to sign in with your library card credentials and all that good stuff, and you are able to watch the ABCs of Death, which I found, I love these movies. All the ABCs of Death movies, I have gotten really good enjoyment out of watching. They're sick as hell, but, I enjoy watching it. Last night, I started watching Risen. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers, but it's a slow burn. But anyway, let me go ahead and go on to this star right here. So Sony, you guys made a masterpiece when you guys made this, sorry, I almost said computer, but when you guys made this speaker. Now I'm going to get a close-up of the model number so you guys know what I'm talking about, because I always, I don't take notes or anything, but this is the SRS XB30. And this thing, while laying in bed and watching movies with, is phenomenal. It just has just enough bass. The build quality is great. I mean, I've seen Sony produce a lot of newer speakers, and they do not have the build quality of this. And I really want folks to start doing this, folks, is we got to start passing some laws, folks. Some laws to benefit the environment. Let's start passing some laws where this e-waste does not end up back in our environment. Let's pass some laws where this e-waste is recycled or in some form of fashion, because and frankly, folks, there's plenty of gadgets that I've had with me forever, and they did not break. They stood the test of time. You pull it out, you plug it up, you're just like, this thing is still going like a champ. But now I'm seeing a lot of manufacturers, they're saying, oh, we only got a year warranty and all this different stuff. But no, folks, when you pay as much money as you do for these electronics coming out, they should last forever. And if not last forever, let's have a solid recycle program, a solid discount program for turning in recycled materials, because too much of this stuff goes in the landfill. I mean, we got TVs going to the landfill, we got tablets, all this different stuff. For the most part, I'm still using a lot of my older tablets. My mom is using my old as hell Kindle Fire. I've got my old iPad Pro. I've got my old iPad Mini. And when I went to the Apple Store, and sorry, I'm doing the Cloverfield. I think I just need to stay on one thing. Let me put that there. And sorry, and I'm not on a tripod or anything. So sorry if I'm making people nauseous. But I've got products that have lasted forever, folks. And I like when you can actually fix something and you can go on iFixit and increase the life of stuff. But all this stuff that people build very cheap, we should be outlawing this stuff. I mean, you know, and just, you know, like I said, even if not outlawing it, you know, make it where it does not go into the landfill, because, you know, there's trash everywhere, folks. Trash is leaking into, you know, our food supply, you know, if you're the ground and stuff. So we need to keep this stuff separate. And I think that's why, you know, that's why we got so much cancer and disease and stuff, because our world, I mean, we're messing it up, folks. So, but I love buying gadgets. But right now, even with all my gadgets and stuff, I'm actually downsizing. So I've been selling a lot of stuff online, and I'm trying to just hold on to my favorite stuff and get rid of all the stuff that I really don't use. But there's a lot of products that, you know, I really enjoy when they come out, because even like this. So let's talk about durability, folks. So durability is like this, you know, this Musin, this is the Musin Wild, and this thing is built like a tank. You know, and I would like to be able to, so let's say the battery does die one day. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to get in here. Maybe move. Yeah, maybe you can do this on the front, but it's good to have these durable, you know, cases and stuff for speakers, and being able to replace the battery. There's a lot of products that you buy and the battery is sealed in, and then it dies and it just goes into landfill. I mean, and this thing looks pretty cool. I don't want to throw this thing into the landfill if the battery dies and have no use for it, you know, but we need to, like I said, I would hope that we start passing some strict laws. Like I said, not penalizing people, but giving people the option to recycle and to save this planet. So anyway, that was my spiel. But so Canopy, you know, check out Canopy. You know, like I said, if you go down to your bare bones streaming services and free stuff, I think you'd still be entertained. Frankly, folks, I am not in the house enough to watch all the content and stuff. I mean, I've gotten so far behind on Fear of the Walking Dead. I've gotten behind on The Walking Dead. I've gotten behind on Game of Thrones, because I'm always on the go and out doing stuff. So, and only time when I pretty much indulge in watching TV and YouTube and stuff is finally at the end of the day. And some of the times I'm like, folks, I need to cut off YouTube and everything, because it's just some of that stuff is toxic, you know. So I think we all need to limit our exposure to some of the toxicity that is online. But sometimes I veg out, you know, I read the comment sections, I laugh, you know, whatever, you know, like, but it's toxic at times. So anyway, folks, back to the Sony SRS XB30. You know, Sony did a great job when they made this speaker, but I'm not going to do the demo on here on the video, because I got to get out of here pretty soon. But if you guys get a chance, I mean, hopefully, you know, if you get your hands on one, it's still used, it works. But I like the sound of it. I love the build quality. I love everything about the speaker. You know, newer speakers too are starting to get away from putting the aux jack, you know, for stuff, and they need to keep that. And I also like having an output power supply. Sorry, my hand is kind of shaking. Output power supply to charge your phone or whatever. But I love that. But newer speakers now are completely getting rid of the aux jack, and then you have some speakers that you know, may not have a charge port, but a lot of them do. I've got a lot of JBL products that have the charge port. But Sony, you know, with these portable speakers, when they make these, I think one of the things that should be in the very forefront is portability. Portability and durability, because, you know, if you drop it, you know, I want to, you know, be assured that it works. Now, I've got bigger Sony speakers that do not have this rugged plastic around it, and I'm just like, I wish they would. And then other times Sony has made like the kind of fuzzy like grill, and I don't know, I feel like the aluminum grill or whatever this is probably will last longer than the fuzzy grills. But I have those models too. But check back with me. I'm going to try to cover the best products that I've bought over the years or in my lifespan, and give you guys my quick review. Not going too much in depth, but I'll just talk about it. Peace out.